Hi, welcome back to part two of our topic, which is about derivatives, the product rule for Basic Calculus 11. I am Jeline from the Honors Tutorial. Let's start our topic. So, we will be having example 2 now, and this is our example number 2. For example 2, the given is y equals the quantity of 4x cubed minus 2x squared plus 5 times the quantity of negative 6x minus 2. Okay, let's have here our solution. But before we proceed with our solution, it is very important for us to determine f of x and g of x. So for f of x, that is always the first given. For g of x, that is the second given. For our solution, step 1 is to look for f prime and g prime. For f prime, we will be having f of x, and that is equal to 4x cubed minus 2x squared plus 5. And then, let's look for f prime of x by multiplying 4 and the exponent 3. And then we have here x cubed minus 1 minus 2 times 2 x raised to 2 minus 1 plus 0. It is because we are applying the constant rule here. It is stated there that when the given or a term is a constant, automatically that would be equal to 0. Next, so we have here f prime of x is equal to 4 times 3, that's 12. X raised to 3 minus 1, that's 2. Minus 2 times 2, that's 4. X raised to 2 minus 1, that's 1. So we will be rewriting f prime. So f prime of x is equal to 12x squared minus 4x. We rewrite it. It is because 1 should be an invisible number because it is used as an exponent. So let's remember this. This is our f prime. Next, let's have another. For the second solution, we will be having the g prime of x. So we have here g of x first, and that is equal to negative 6x minus 2. And then for g prime of x, we will be having negative 6 x raised to 1 minus 1 and then minus 0. Negative 2 becomes 0. It is because it is a constant. So based on our rules, when the term is a constant, automatically it should be equal to 0. Let's continue solving. So we have here g prime of x is equal to negative 6x raised to 1 minus 1, then it is equal to 0. And then we just eliminate negative 0 because we don't need it. It doesn't have any value. Next, g prime of x is equal to negative 6 times 1. Why is it times 1? Because any number, variable, or term that is raised to 0, that is equal to 1. Let's continue solving. We have here g prime of x is equal to negative 6 times 1, that is negative 6. So now we have here the value of g prime of x. Let's continue solving. And this will become the second part of our solution. So for the second part of the solution, we will be having the pattern that we have, and that is y prime is equal to f of x, and that is the quantity of 4x cubed minus 2x squared plus 5 times the g prime of x. So that is negative 6 plus, we have here the g of x, so that is negative 6x minus 2 times f prime of x, and that is equal to 12x squared minus 4x. Let's continue solving. So we have here y prime is equal to negative 6 times 4x cubed. That is negative 24x cubed. Next, negative 6 times negative 2x squared. That is positive 12x squared. And then negative 6 times 5. That is equal to negative 30. Let's put some parentheses here first. Plus another parenthesis. Negative 6x times 12x squared. So that is negative 72x cubed. And then we will be multiplying negative 6x and negative 4x. That is positive 24x. And then negative 2 times 12x squared. That is negative 24x squared. Of course, we are not yet done. So let's continue solving. We have here negative 2 times negative 4x. Let me just use my text here. So we have here positive 8x. Okay, so let's continue solving now for y prime, or the first derivative. Let me just write the continuation of the solution on the next page. So we have here y prime is equal to negative 96x cubed plus 12x squared plus 8x minus 30. How did we obtain this? This is the final answer. It is because from our previous solution, we have combined like terms. It is very important that you are mindful of it. Please combine like terms. So if you have inquiries, further questions regarding this topic, our part 2 of the video, you can just message our FB page, The Honors Tutorial. I want you to watch for part 3 of this video. Let us have more complex example regarding the product rule. Okay? See you there. Thank you and God bless.